Okay, I know. This isn't the grab box size increase we all want and deserve and need. But humor me.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I don't believe it. Wow. Force Palm Grab finally gets noticed. It's about time. Real quick, I just want to stop and say thank you to everyone who provided any contributions to the flaws it's had for over 2 years now. Thank you so much. Yo! Mace bringing a new video to ride on the Lucario content train. And today, I'm going to go over Force Palm Grab since it had received a shadow buff in version 12.00. First though, we gotta rewind back to when Lucario received changes to Force Palm's Grab in particular on May 30th, 2019. It was version 3.10 that introduced us to the new and improved Force Palm Grab. Or so we thought. I mean, that's what anyone would think. After all, this patch was a huge deal for Lucario, and as we see, Force Palm Grab received a buff to its grab range, and a bug fix which no longer allows anyone to pass through Lucario's hurtbox. If you saw a huge list of buffs like this for your character, then it'd be natural to get hyped. A buff and a fix? That's gotta be the big payoff, right? Right? Sadly, we were wrong. I had made a video about reviewing the new Force Palm back in July 2019, so I won't flesh it out here too much. But just know that the balance team didn't quite playtest the changes enough with the game's physics, in my opinion. For over 2 years, Lucario mains have been trying to adjust, and it's been an absolute fest of an experience. I'm gonna be honest, if I recorded every single time that my Force Palm grabs have failed to grab for me, even if I knew better, then this video would at least be an hour long or more with just clips alone. They'd show just how poor this change was in hindsight. But who cares now, right? I mean, they really did it! Let's hope. Only one way to find out. So in a nutshell, the following changes list that Lucario's jostle speed was reduced, that characters won't be pushed as much when Force Palm's grab box comes out after Lucario dashes. Thus, grabbing becomes much more consistent. Jostle, huh? Makes sense. Especially with the present I've got for later. Until then, cool! This means it's 6 for sure, right, Mace? Well, don't worry. All it takes for me to know the true answer is just some hard labbing, so that y'all don't have to. Now, let's dissect. SSB Wiki listing mentions quote-unquote after dashing. And thanks to Ruben's tweet, we can infer that it's during the grab box startup. So far, it sounds like every problem will have a solution theoretically. It'd be too soon to decide though, so let's see for ourselves just how much the change matters, shall we? Okay, so without using too many clips I have saved for later, I have Pyra here like in my previous video. Here, you see I dash forward, and then dash again for an X amount of frames before using Force Palm. When the second dash happened for 1, 2, or 3 frames pre-patch, you would grab. Once the Lucario dashed 4, 5, 6, or 7 frames though, that's when Force Palm Grab would obviously fail. In this case, version 12.00 saves the day. Seems that the dashing bit in quotations checks out. I personally chose Pyra because she has a humanoid hurtbox and that her friction value is very low. The test ended up becoming a success. Here's a new example though. In case you didn't watch this video, I briefly show that Force Palm can't grab Mega Man from at least one little unit or more. Then I show that you can incorporate something called an air-to-ground Force Palm, allowing a successful grab with more range. After time passing though, I realized that this section in that video is kind of lying to y'all, my viewers, in a way. Because the truth is, it doesn't get more range. In fact, you're moving ever so slightly in the air. Technically speaking, you are inputting side B with either your left analog stick or the right stick if it were set to specials. Even for just that one frame, Lucario does move closer to Mega Man while descending down. So, yeah. Sorry about that. But it's not a total letdown, right? I mean, you do at least close the gap, barely. However, what I'm about to show you all is still the unfortunate reality of force palm grab in an air-to-ground instance. Yeah, not cool. Super festy. I'd like to just tell you to drift closer in their space and force palm grab, but that doesn't seem to always be the case. As a result, this problem still persists. In case you want to see just how bad force palm fights itself, just look at that. That is gross. If this bothers you that much like it does me, then just do more of these. These are great. Air to ground can still induce trust issues, so I suggest force palm grabbing after you land and sliding during your soft or hard lag. It'll always be the superior alternative. That weird and awkward moment where you push people away from you? Nah, not here. Otherwise, it seems that even if the jostle speed was reduced, this can still happen. At least we all know now going forward. Now what if they're animated? You know, like when a character's in the middle of a move or a sequence? Let's see that. Let's take this example. Joker's Wings of Rebellion while Arson is active. In this clip from long ago, you'll see that I land near Joker's up B landing lag from behind. After I land with 4 frames of hard lag, I dash forward 4 frames and then force palm. I then end up pushing Joker away. And guess what? It still happens. Actually... What? Anyway, no, yeah, it works now. Works on the front, too. And besides, when I was testing a lot of landing lag animations off recording, the shadow buff definitely seemed to help if I was dashing into them. Which is nice. How about another, being Palutena's Explosive Flame? Here, I'm at the perfect distance to forward roll to be exactly behind her hurtbox during end lag. And here, I literally dash for 1 frame and then force palm. The result then was a complete whiff. If I recreated that today though, then the grab becomes a success. Fest, yes. The final example? The Dark Horse, shielding. Yes, it pains me to say. But shielding made it hard grabbing with force palm. I can't believe I just said that. Okay, now I know that sounds bad, but there are reasons. See, before, you didn't have to worry about shield's complexity since force palm didn't incorporate that bug fix yet. Or you know, ever. But ever since then, shielding has become a bane. How, you ask? Well, it's not just shielding on its own. In Ultimate, hurtbox shifting has become crucial in the grand scheme of this game. It never mattered that severely before in other games because of already having the idea of basic and general spacing. Yet, the result of a hurtbox shift can decide almost everything in a single interaction now. It sounds like I'm getting a little carried away, but what I'm trying to say is that the startup of being locked into shield and the shield released animations both played a part in causing force palm to fail. That's it, really. Though, to say all of this is humiliating when we remind ourselves that shield generally is to grab. Wow. Like what I'm thinking, what you'd be thinking too, that's what we thought anyways. So, yeah. The conclusion is, no. The conclusions are, dash-in force palm grab got better. It can still mess up with the more extreme examples of hurtbox shifting, but it got better, for sure. Air to ground force palm is not as reliable as tomahawking, so keep that in mind. And finally, shields also lose more against dash-in force palms now. Still be cautious about them though. Now, here's my gift to you. Have a fail compilation, and hoping to buy honest and everything decent that I never have to deal with this crap ever again. And with that, that's the video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and keep it on, no matter what. Enjoy.